Today, I am... Today... Alright, hello everyone. Sorry I'm a bit late. Alright, let's start runs right away, shall we? Let's see how we do today. My goal is to just finish a run, no matter what happens. missile the door? Yeah, let's do that. Really good so far. That was a really smooth out of bounds movement for everything so far. Dude, I'm gonna call this fight by a freaking a lot. It's crazy. Whoa! What a goal to start off this stream, eh? What am I stuck on? Solid start, I must say. Whatever happens, happens. It's just a good practice for me. I've been playing on my own Final Fantasy 16. And I beat it yesterday for the first time ever. I thought the game was good. There were some pretty awesome visuals in cutscenes and some fights. So lengthy game too. It took me 40 hours to beat while playing on and off. I started it last year because of my friend's suggestion. And I promised him I will beat it this year because I borrowed it from him. One of the New Year promises done then. I can't do it. You can boost over that, and I would rather do that than start damaging myself from Payson. Need some melt. Good. Need some missiles. I should get them from the next ones. Not this, but the next room. There we go, good. Alright, time to go to Sanctuary Fortress. I think this run is something I will get really good at if I just kept playing it. But knowing me, I'm not gonna stick to one speedrun for too long if I'm not gonna like go for something like a world record. And in this game's case, that won't happen because I don't wanna go for the world record. Takes too much effort, and I don't think I'll be able to ever get it anyway. And it's not my interest either. What? What was that about? Ooh, no, don't drop down. Time to see what happens with Quatraxis skip. Where am I now? Excuse me, what? Okay. Can still save this? I can't believe it that is still alive. I should have just had the run die there. I messed up so much. Like I didn't believe I will have enough time. Not the best kind of, but it's okay. I would have bonked there and I would have been really bad. Hello Feek, hello Nuke, thanks for good luck. How's the run going? Good so far. Come on, one more. Okay, good. I feel like playing this game a lot already made me so good at the game too. I'm so comfortable with these out of bounds. Let's go, we have a run going, hey? Hello Noodle, thanks for the good luck. Hello, warning you. How is it going? It's going good. We're ahead. I'm feeling comfortable about this run. So far, pretty good, hey? Oh my I don't know what is it, but I feel like playing Prime 3 also made me better with ether jumps. Hello. Good spot. I'll have to read that message soon, Erin. I think I'm going too high up. Just wanna make sure I don't get stuck on anything. Hello? Hello? You say Cobalt room loads the room for some reason. Hold up. Hello, Phil, what's up? You get Cobalt after returning the energy cutscene. You don't have to force to load the door. I think for some reason at some point, Erin, it didn't work for me. So that's why I started to open the door. Please. Just in case that I get that, you know. Because sometimes I would go out of bounds and I just can't open the door for some reason. So I decided that I will just shoot the door every time. Just to be sure it's actually loaded. Or maybe I had like some kind of scenario that didn't make it possible, then I don't know. It doesn't hurt to shoot the doors, I would say. Right? Where is all of my time save anyway in this speedrun? Do you have a favorite area of Metroid Prime series, considering atmosphere, visuals, design and music? Now you gave me a really hard question, because all of the areas are amazing in their senses. Some are worse and better than the others. Oops. Overall, my favorite... Elusia is top tier. But for some reason I like Prio more than Elusia. Then in Prime 2, I love Torvus Park for its atmosphere, like a swamp, rainy area. Then Prime 1, obviously Ventrana Drifts. But if I have to choose one, I think I would choose Elusia. It's a very strong second area of the game. Hello Edson, thanks, I'll have fun. Oh, I haven't watched this cutscene. Oh my god. On this file I haven't watched the cutscene of that. It's fine though, it doesn't matter because in-game time is what matters for the little bots. But that's kinda hilarious. Okay, seems like I have to go and check that cutscene for my file, or... Actually, now when I've watched it, now I can make a new file and then it should have all of the cutscenes watched, right? Okay. Just save after the credits and you'll be fine. Yeah, yeah. This is the save file, Dragonif, that I was doing achievements with. Just in case that if I ever do 100% speedrun, I will have all of the cutscenes skippable then. That's why I wanted to have it. You have to press A on mission vinyl when you finish. Okay, yeah. I don't know how I've got better at this. It feels like second nature now to pull this off. I can listen to the Wii, so it it loads the room. Yeah, Icon Wastes is really impactful. It is a really good aura too. I do like it, but it's probably the weakest of Prime 2, if I'm being honest. No, 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 where am I? Get over, get over. Woo! Woo! A little bit of close call, I must say. One more. Hey, don't touch. There you go. They have a document of it, all of the causes of translator cutscenes. No, nice. Okay, there goes that. That seems like a good spot for that. I'm not too sure. Feels kind of nice though. Okay, got a lot of ammo there too. Seems like we're getting a lot of time saving this split. Question, Dragonif and Erin, since you both are here, about that wall crawl in Sanctuary Fortress. It's the last one you will do before you leave Sanctuary Fortress. It's the one where you skip past from Spider Guardian. That wall crawl where you have to use screw attack. I think you have to use it. Is there a way to like not use it? I think for this run I won't do it because I'm this much ahead. And I would like to finish for a new personal best. But I'm just curious. Oh, nice bonk. Didn't realize there's that many branches. It is faster to around Dynamo Perks collision. Ah, yeah, of course. Okay, Erin. Yeah, I think I will have to know that. Because for the trilogy run that I'll be doing this weekend, I want it to be like a safe run still. Even though I have to do Quadraxis skip, I still have to be safe with that kind of wall crawl, for example. I don't have to do it that way. I can do the old method that I know. But it's a lot slower though. You can't do quad skip on trilogy. What I meant is doing trilogy any person speedruns of these games on the fastest version. I'm not doing the trilogy version. No, I'm not. That's the one that I don't like about calling it a trilogy run. People misunderstand it's a trilogy version when I'm not meaning the trilogy version at all. I'm doing a trilogy speedrun on the fastest version. How does that sound? Metroid Prime 1 plus 2 plus 3 speedrun. You see my problem why I don't like naming it trilogy? Oh, sister. Metroid Prime 6 speedrun. Indeed, that one. Then call it Metroid 10 speedrun after 4 comes out. Yeah, they might be posted in threads already. Okay. We'll have to check out that later. That's not gonna make it. Ah! Dude, I jumped there and I got hit by the branch. I went over the branch. I don't think it counted. Okay, it didn't count. I hear the Wii. But I had to be sure about it because I don't want to go too far. Dude. Which way you both do that, by the way? Dragonif and Erin? From the right side to the left or left side to the right? I do it from the right to left. It's been the most consistent for me. I don't know what you mean. The door transition, the movement. Do you try to move from the right to the left? So when you try to load the next room, or from the left to the right? The room transition is what I meant, Erin. Because it's so finicky how it works. It's up 40-minute light suit. Minutes light suit. Let's go. Yeah, what I mean is that, well, it seems like I'm really bad at explaining because you both don't understand what I'm saying. What I mean is, oh, I still have this one too, hey. Oh, wow, great. Touching the transition, you just don't touch it. The way I do it is I go and touch it from the right to left. I don't know, how can I explain it better? I move from right to left to hit the transition trigger. And I've seen some videos do it from the left to right to hit the transition trigger. You stand underneath the door directly? Okay. I don't know then. Whatever. Just ignore me. You understand now? Yeah, finally. Sometimes my explanations don't make sense to some people, but for me it's like, this is literally how I understand it. You watched the clip again? Yeah, you get it then, yeah. The transition trigger is something I just don't go touch it, I have to move to it, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, watch this, first try. Alright, first try. Alright, first try. Am I late or early? That must be late. That's late. One trick. Got it. For those who don't know what happened there, you're not supposed to be able to use screw attack underwater, but with that glitch, I can do that now. Few frames late on every attempt. Okay. Yeah, it's the splash animation you have to get. That's not something you can't really practice, I think. You can get like a good at noticing the visual cue, but still, I feel it's just do it and hope for the best. Why you can't do Quadraxis skip on trilogy version? Is there like a trigger that prevents you from doing it? Or you can't go out of bounds in that spot? I haven't seen a speedrun of Wii version, so I have no idea. Screw attack's hitbox is bigger, so you can't do the screw attack out of bounds anymore. But can't you do the method I was doing, or... Yeah, I knew about the screw attack hitbox being bigger. Screw attack won't fit in that corner. Ah, yeah, you can't get out. Yeah, okay. You can't leave. Okay. In that case, you will need to find a new way to go out of bounds then. Then that will be solved. Easier said than done, hey. Yeah, I forgot about the leaving part. I was like thinking, wait, what for do you need a screw attack? Oh wait, you need it for escaping. By the way, can I just remind, this is the first run of the day. I'm on pace to beat my time, even though there's still like half of the run left. Oops. By the way, you said it's safe after beating the run, right? To get those cutscenes to be skippable. With both Luminat. After you press A on mission panel, it'll ask you to save. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Alrighty, good to know, good to know. it's not that it matters, but it kinda caught me off guard that, wait, I have this file that's fully completed, but it has these 2 cutscenes that are not skippable, because I haven't seen them. I think it's those moments when you go back to Luminat, and it will just say, oh hey, you've been here, just go and get the energy back. I think it's that. I got stuck. Well, let's just get it then. You had to do that yourself a while ago because you were trying to figure out all of the different causes of extra cutscenes. I see, I see. So if I understood correctly in this one, for doing the load delaying, right? You need to do that because there's a big invisible wall preventing you from leaving, even though you can open the door, right? I almost forgot where I had to go. I was in like a randomizer mindset. You need to get to the door before the room loads, so you're inside of it. Okay, and the trigger, the loading, the invisible wall or whatever you wanna call it, disappears once you've opened the door from the other side, right? Or once you've used the super missile to open the door, right? By the way, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm drawing. I'm drawing. I'm not supposed to fight this. Super missile barrier is just massive. Ah, super missile barrier. That's Interu. Oh, now I get it. It's that super missile barrier. Because you haven't acquired super missile, that barrier. Yeah, the laser thing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was like thinking, why is there a barrier? Anyway, and what for? That makes a lot more sense now. I was like thinking it's because of the super missile lock, the door lock. That's what I was thinking. Okay, good to know. Also, I was throwing there. I was doing that fight for no reason, because I wasn't focusing what I had to do. It's okay. We still have a lot of time saved waiting for this run anyway. Okay. This route I'm doing should be capable of getting sub 1 hour in-game time, am I right? I think I saw Diceron's run and maybe someone else's run doing the exact same route, but obviously they were a lot better and faster at it. That's where I caught that one Sanctuary out of bounds that I've been learning. I don't have any more ammo. 27 is kinda meh. Should be fine though. Okay. I got no ammo. I have no dark beam ammo anymore. Oopsie. Let that be one reason why I should use the super missile. Thanks to those freaking things, I lost that. Do you scan it for any percent? You have to scan it so you can hit its weak point. That there. If you don't scan it, you can't hit it. Also, tell me if I'm wrong, because that's what I've always assumed. I'm right? Nice. Do you use radar in this fight? Yeah, I used the radar to see where for larva is. But for anything else, not really. Dude, all that time lost because I went to do that extra fight for no reason. Oopsie. Yeah, I should use it for other as well, Erin. Seeing those, whatever the flying things are, would be helpful. I think you don't have to go that far to hit the trigger. It's just nearby the bomb slot, isn't it? RTA reload. No, I'm just doing what I think is fastest, whatever it's in-game time. I don't know if that was the fastest for in-game time. Is the fastest then the bomb slot? Okay, the bomb slot is fastest for in-game time. No, I'm not going for in-game time. I just don't know all of these little things. Yeah, okay, the room loads during the cutscene. Yeah, makes sense. For some reason I assumed it was just enough that I go to the backside and it's faster that way for in-game time. Guess not. Oh, I got it. Damn it. Was it this room you had to be careful with reloading? I heard some things that you might crash the game with that reload. Now it's chat just cleaning up the game by getting all of the keys. I should learn this clip. Doesn't seem that bad. It's bumped to the wall. Then you clip inside that barrier. There's soft lock potential though. Okay. That's what I was wondering, if there is one. Alright, Aegon waste test there then. Don't think you can soft lock there. See, the thing is, I heard there's something you have to be careful with that room when you load it. I just don't remember what it was. Or am I misunderstanding it with a different room? No, Dragonif, I'm talking about that room, that single room out of bounds I did after I collected that missile. When we come back to Light Ether. After the first key. There's a no soft lock potential as long as you're somewhat lined up with the door. Okay. You can crash there if you force load the room sometimes. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Also cold, let's go. How true is that? I have no idea. That's so satisfying to pull off, I must say. So fun. There's a low trigger you hit, but we have an image of it, documentary area made under resources. I'll have to check out that. Thought it was grapple pirates, but you've had it happen years ago in 80%. Okay. Oh yeah, I know you've asked this before. I've asked this before. The Dark Samus power bomb crash. That's random, wasn't it? I remember you said it's random, Erin or Dragonif. So there's nothing I can do to like prevent that from happening. Thinking about the run I'll do on Saturday. I'll still do a safety save. Okay, well, that's fine. Sometimes it happens even if you pause and people don't know why. Okay. Yeah, it would be great to know the cause of it. Because if it's something that you could actually prevent from happening, it would be great. If not, then too bad, I guess. Just gotta deal with it. it worries me the most, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal because I can use the safety save that I'll be using. I'll save at the start of the Aegon Wasteless before I go to Dark Samus. Because the least thing I want is to start over from the very beginning for that run. You can just transition the room first, then start the fight, and there's no chance of crash. Yeah, okay. Ah, yeah, like that. Oops. I'll have to check out that later if I remember Dragon if an errand. As long as the fight starts in the correct room, there's no chance of crashing. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll have to look at it if I want to start doing it. I've had it crash happen like, I don't know, 3 times only. I think I'll do all the old strats for this, just to finish the run. I won't do the screw attack out of bounds. I'm scared of that. If I don't bonk, I don't think I'll land on ground. And if I bonk, I might... If I bonk at the wrong spot, I think then I'll just fall off all the way to out of bounds. I don't want that to happen either. So I'll just do this old method. Oh, cool. Funny, funny, funny. No worries, I can back this up. Just give me the jump. I'm glad I know that. No worries. It's good to know the backup. It doesn't reach it? Are you kidding me? Wonder if it hurts when Samus' entire body just turns into tiny particles and then resembles. I don't know. Maybe. Do you think I have a chance to beat my in-game time with this run? Maybe barely? I don't know. I have no idea how good my final fights were. Best possible time is like whatever. Doesn't actually tell exactly how well the run is going. Oh my god, I got that. Well, seems like I'm going this way. Now I definitely don't think I'll beat my time. Just gotta do these ether jumps quickly. Where's the door? There's a door. Give me the jump. Okay, I don't know, did you know about this, Erin, but you can do this to get back in bounds. Neat, right? Open the goddamn door. These little shits are on our way, and I don't like it. Everything is on our way. There's no more out of bounds left. It's just me and the game left to pull everything off. Morphle is white. It's a good looking Morphle. The design of Morphle for light suit is pretty great, honestly. And overall light suit design is fantastic as well. I would say ignore the real-time chat at this point. It's not gonna be that accurate. Please. I need the boat. I need boat. I need boat. Thank you. Because I don't think I'll be able to grab any more of those during the run. I don't mind if I don't beat my time. Just I care enough to finish runs for practice. It'll be still inaccurate because of this split now. Even then, I might be ahead of my in-game time, though I have my doubts, honestly. Actually, thinking of that fight in Torvusborg, maybe I am ahead. It completely depends on a final boss fight too. I've never got the Dark Samus 4 skip. In a run, that is. I've got it in practice multiple times, but in runs, that's a whole different case. Was it left side was the... I can't see it on the map. No, I can't see it, but on the map, is that the one I want to go to? I think it is. Right side was that door, yes. It really doesn't matter what order you do these, but it kinda makes sense. You go from the right side, then you work towards the other side. For my run on Sunday, I was thinking that, maybe I should focus on RTA strats more. If I know anything about those. Because I won't care about in-game time during those runs then. When I do 3 games back to back. Besides, Prime 3 uses real time as a comparison. Not in-game time. Stuck. I have no ammo. Think I don't need dark beam ammo right now. Do I? Just open couple doors, I guess. Or portals. Hello, Hira. How am I doing? Doing good. This run was great. Now it's kinda okay. It might be good still if I beat my in-game time. Real time, probably not gonna beat at all. Almost made it all the way to the portal. Fingers crossed for a good run. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's good practice for this weekend's marathon run I'm doing. 3 Prime games back to back. I think I got the light beam on. Yeah, I got it good. Couldn't target that catch. I keep forgetting I have to open this door with the light beam still. Thinking of doors, there are a few doors in these games that are possible to open from the other side with a certain beam. Then from the other side, it's just a normal door. Now when I say that, I try to think an example. Well, oops, that's not a light beam. For example, ice beam door in Metroid Prime. You can go inside the ice beam room with anything to open the door. But from the ice beam's room, you can only come back with an ice beam. So examples like that I was thinking of. There are a few of those, but I can't think of them now. There's a couple of them in Fentrana Drifts. Alright, we're gonna have a moment of truth coming up. Will I even beat my time or not? There's not much left of this run. Like, what? 6 minutes? I literally have no ammo. It's so hard to control there. I don't know why it does that. Are the loading triggers only present when all the keys are collected for the temple? Yes, beginner. You have to collect all the keys. If you can trick the game thinking you have all of the keys, then I guess the case will be different. But the loading zone doesn't exist before you've got all of them. Dude, it's impossible to move here. Go. Should probably unmorph there just to fix that state. I don't even know. I think I had enough missiles. Open all of the doors here. Yeah, I have enough. I have good news. So, what's your good news, hey? I wonder what are your good news. Curious about it. Right. So technically speaking, I can beat my time. I just have to play the best ever, I guess. I don't know. I need some ammo for both of them. Okay, that's more than enough for that. Now I need all of the missiles. Good. That's not what I wanna do. Oops. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. Literally 1 HP away. Hey, 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 stop. That was so bad. Alright, do I get the Dark Samus 4 skip or not? If I do, then I might beat my in-game time. Why do I have an archive channel? That's where I dump all of my YouTubes. Yeah, you know, YouTube. That's where I dump all of my streams. Everything goes there. Dude, bullshit. I can never do that. I swear. What I do differently? What do I do differently to not make it work? That's because I started the archive channel way later. Come on. I didn't have my archive channel in 2022 or something. Screw attack on her side. Okay. Yeah, I need to do that next time. What do you do with this now? Oh, okay. Because I remember shooting it when it turned tiny, and for some weird reason it took health. It just received health. Yeah, Prime 3 Dark Samus is stylish. I agree. Well, this fight sucks ass. I will definitely not beat my time. I wasn't even thinking I'll beat it anyway. One more. You see? Just received health. Wasn't crazy. That wasn't crazy. This is literally the worst kind of Dark Samus 4 I've ever had. Like, it doesn't even want to shoot me with those particles. Yeah, I know, Erin, but I timed it wrong because I wasn't sure when it will go down. I literally shot it down immediately when I got the particles on the cannon, but I was late. Jesus, this fight sucks ass. Holy damn. That was so bad, dude. Can't believe it. If the time is 1 hour 9 minutes, then I'll be really upset. We'll have to find out then what the final time was. But hey, I started this run with a 15 seconds cold split. I call that a W. Yeah, this Dark Samus fight is the worst in a series. So badly designed. If only I can speed up the cutscene, but I can't. That's what it is, my less. So are there some videos that you can watch for Dynamo Works or whatever the room is called? Oh, I think it's this one. Let's see. Oh, it is this one. I see. It's from Alien. I watched. Ah, yeah, that Dragon just posted them. Thanks. Let's see. I'm watching these. I gotta level up my gameplay. Hey. So it's like a few more spots to know then. Okay, I have a question. Dragon or Erin if you're here. About this wall crawl. so the whole screen is not covering. Do this. Yeah, so I have a question about this fall crawl. Okay, let me just play it out. These spots, I'll figure them out. But there's one thing I'm curious about. When you get to here, could you just go to the all the way to the right side? Is there ether you can stand on? Or is ether bar closer to the door? Because there was one method that does. You can go to the ether, it's about 1 second slower. I don't care about how slow it is, I care about how consistent it is. Okay, Dragonif, yeah. I don't care how fast or slow these strats are, I care how consistent they are for me. Worker's spot is loading and the ether will overlap past the door. Okay. But if you don't get too close, you can use it. Worker's spot is the... It's that room we use to go out of bounds in 8%. To go past the gate, right? Next room. Or is the... Oh, is... This is the worker's spot. Okay. Okay, let's see this. Stand there. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, this is what I like. I do like this. When I get on this spot. Then you wanna land somewhere there quickly before... Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Okay, Erin. Then you void out just to get back in bounds. Wait. Did you end up on the other side? You did. Okay. I guess I can go try it quickly. Practice it a little bit. That's why this is faster. Okay. Final time? 111. Yikes. Yikes. That was bad. Final boss. You will need to practice this though. It's easy to miss stand-ups and fall down. Yeah, and if you fall down, your backup is try again, I guess. And that's not any faster. Okay, let's make a save. Done. Now all of those cutscenes should be skippable for the next run. Let's boot up the dolphin then. I'll see if I can learn them right away. I think I have save states on that spot. So you lost time because you couldn't skip a cutscene. No, it's not that, actually. That one doesn't matter. But I would prefer I can skip those cutscenes, because we don't have to watch them. I wish the menu mod or whatever it is will tell me on Dolphin which one it is, because now I have to go and right click on every single one. There you go, there's the menu mod. We've got a practice arc coming up, chat, just for a few minutes. You wanna open the game? There you go. Okay, where's my save states? What is this save state? Oh, it's this one. What about this one? Okay, not that. Alright, I think we found it. Yeah, it's this one. And Here. Here. Okay, is there... Okay, I can ask you quickly that this Erin and Dragon if... whenever I'll end up learning a screw attack, what do I want to do here to line up? Because it seems to work sometimes when I'm looking at this kind of direction. Depending on what spot I'm standing on, obviously. I don't want to fall off like this. Is there like a kind of a... sort of like a visual cue I can use? I'll try to send this and see what happens. I think it's what I looked at. The white part of the pillar you just aimed at. Yeah, this one then. It's been like 4 years. Alright. Let's try this. Hey. You held right at the end doing the bonk. Yeah, because sometimes when I do this, it will fall off after a bonk. Like I land, then I immediately bonk. That's what makes me sometimes confused. Maybe I can learn this then. So I have to do that different method. Look at the white part. Okay, what about this? What about that then? Okay, but now the spots. Is it like down here? There? About it. I lost the spot. I had it. Come on. Okay, yeah. Let's check out the video quickly again. Let's open Dragon's video. It's just 2 extra jumps I have to do. Land on that. Land like somewhere there. Oh, land on that corner, then make it. Okay, so it's 3 extra jumps. Do then. Wasn't really knowledgeable enough at the game before these standables were found. Yeah, makes sense. Which Samus ship designs do I like the most? Probably Metroid Dread. And what is it called? Metroid Fusion. Yeah, so this is why you have to get to the door fast enough before the workers part loads. Okay. Makes a whole lot of sense. I think this is a bad spot. Oopsie. I think I'm screwed. Really screwed. Never morph there. Because the game thinks we are actually in spiral ball track. Wait, why does it... Huh. I have to understand why I'm dropping down there. Let me see the video again. Where do you go here? Ah, of course. Okay. I'm just dumb. Okay. This is not gonna make it, isn't it? Oh, never mind. Maybe? No. Sweet. Yeah, I think I learned it. Just gotta get better at the whole trick. Taking it too far. Too close now. I overshot that. Okay. That's the part where I have to be using my camera a little bit more. So now I know where I'm going. I overshot that. Hold up. And put a save state nearby it. Okay. Give me that. I can't see shit there with that angle. Oops, you don't wanna mash jump there. Okay. Need to find that spot where it's will be consistent to land on. Something like that. Where is this? Okay. Oh, it's standable like that too. Okay. Something like... Okay, so here's how I view this right now. Or I understand it. So we'll do... So we'll do something like this. Land on there. Then keep going until you see those... like... what am I gonna call them? See those... lighting is just disappear. Just for one, I wanna see if I can learn do this. No. Whatever. Okay. Get better at this, then let's start another run. Okay, yeah. You see, like, I'm gonna explain this. There's like those, these things that I see disappear. That's when I would stop moving. That's how I will do that. Also, I messed up that. Oh, I land on that. Interesting. What a new spot, hey. What? Is that standable, that spot there? I was thinking I'm not back in bounds. Maybe I should stick to that, what I know right now, just so I don't fall off to out of bounds. That is a lot more punishing to me. Yeah, that's just so much better to me. Okay, I think I'm better at it. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. I've definitely got it. Yep. How about we just do another run? See if it goes well. I'm gonna take a small break before I start another one. Maybe a break will be nice to have before I start another one. Yeah, I'll do that too. Let me find a video then to watch in the meanwhile. What do we watch? What are we watching? Oh yeah, in my Discord, Orange Anya was thinking of one video. Retrospective Super Metroid, the Super Nintendo Classic. That created a subgenre. Yeah, let's check it out. Alright, after the break is over, we'll do another one. Alright. Alright.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Metroid was not the juggernaut that Mario was.
We're back. I'll grab
it
some
didn't
wood.
sell well in Japan. It was popular enough in the United States, so a sequel was commissioned. For the Game Boy, a solid-selling B player. The SNES was a flagship console at the time. The Game Boy was a hot, sexy side piece. It was cool, had strong sales, but just a glorified peripheral. Metroid was not taken seriously. Now, don't get me wrong, the Game Boy is a really great handheld, especially for the time. It just was that, a handheld. Hiroji Kayotake would move up from designer to director for the project. Hiroyuki Kimura would co-direct. Yoshio Sakamoto would not be involved with the project. Metroid 2 would take a more traditional approach by shrinking the explorable map into level-like areas. The next area wouldn't open up until all the Metroids were killed in the previous section. It was not a complete expansion of the ideas set by Metroid. It would add Metroid series staples like the space jump, spring ball, and save points, and Samus would get her iconic shoulder pads in the design for the Game Boy, because, like many other design choices in this era of gaming, it was one born of necessity. Metroid 2 would not define the Metroidvania style. For that matter, Metroid didn't define the Metroidvania style. That was a game cobbled together with sheer willpower and the digital equivalents of duct tape. Its convalescence into a semi-coherent product would set the groundwork for true greatness. While that wouldn't be realized in Metroid 2, it would be realized in Metroid 3. One of the best games of all time, with ironically pretty weak sales. Among fans, it reigns supreme. But maybe we are kinda wrong with this assessment. Maybe, just maybe, this isn't the best Metroid/Metroidvania. Of course, Super Metroid is a phenomenal game. Of course! But maybe it actually isn't the best Metroid game? I'll assuage the internet keyboard warriors who lie in wait to pounce and devour anyone over imagined slights because of a difference of opinion. I don't think I believe this. I'm kind of saying this to be controversial for the sake of controversy. But I ask of you, please stick with me as I use this video essay to explore the legitimacy of my own thoughts here. I like Super Metroid. I really like Super Metroid. But I want to take a somewhat contrarian view for the sake of taking a contrarian view to better explore what makes Super Metroid great and to better understand its contribution to the series and gaming as a whole. So here comes a possibly very loaded statement. Super Metroid is not the best Metroid game. Because it's actually the first true Metroid game. April of 1994, Super Metroid launched on the SNES. Directed by Yoshio Sakamoto and produced by Makoto Kano, with programming done by the team at Intelligent Systems. Development took about 2.5 years, with the first year spent experimenting with ideas. Work started in the fall of 1991. Sakamoto was approached by Makoto Kano to make a new Metroid game for the Super Nintendo. A Super Metroid, if you will. Sakamoto agreed. He would retake the helm as the director of the project, and Makoto Kano would produce and take the lead on environmental design. Sakamoto's boss, Gunpei Yokoi, had encouraged his designers to not bother themselves with learning the technical aspects of the company's hardware. He didn't want creativity hampered by knowing the technology's limitations, which is understandable. But Sakamoto disagreed. He wanted to work closer with the programmers and engineers and have at least a basic understanding of how the hardware worked. In a developer interview with Super Metroid, Sakamoto explains, "With NES, what we could do is simple, but with Super NES, unless you put in a lot of thought beforehand and drew up thorough designs, things that should be possible would become impossible. For example, once development had made some progress, if I told a programmer to make something spin, he might say that it was no longer possible. Now with experienced designers, an established design philosophy and plan, added with the possibilities of new hardware, maybe, just maybe they could make something out of this fledgling franchise." While Super Metroid would be a direct sequel to Metroid and Metroid 2, the game would also act as a reboot/remake of the first Metroid game. For years, this title would be in a class of its own. Few games would imitate its design. It would be 8 years before we get another entry in the Metroid franchise. And it wouldn't be until 2009 with the game Shadow Complex that the Metroidvania design style would truly explode, setting the stage for games like Guacamelee, Ori, Axiom Verge, and Hollow Knight, just to name a few. In the interim, we did get some Castlevania games, which was great, and that's why we have the Vania part of Metroidvania, but it's not like the amount of Metroidvanias we're getting today. We just got a few. Super Metroid set the standard, the bar that every other Metroidvania game would be compared to. Here's the thing with Super Metroid though, it's a strange relic of its time, a game that could only have been made on the Super Nintendo in the early 1990s. Let me unpack this. Super Nintendo games are an aesthetic that can only be fully realized on the Super Nintendo hardware. Super Metroid is the epitome of this aesthetic. The gameplay and world design can be replicated, integrated, and improved upon. The wrapping it comes in is unique to the era and hardware. It's like vinyl. Any attempt to emulate the feeling of that sound is a poor substitution for the real thing. Likewise, any attempt to emulate the total aesthetic and feel of Super Metroid, and specifically how it played on the Super Nintendo, doesn't always land. Doesn't mean the games that do that are bad games or complete failures. Their motifs are what they are, an homage done through imitation. Super Metroid is a fantastic game. It is firing on all cylinders. Its art direction is fantastic. The graphics are almost incomparable to any other at its time. I mean, Samus's feet splash water on soggy ground, and bubbles pop out of her helmet when under the water. It's detailed. But its art direction that builds the look and feel of the game cannot be adequately replicated outside of the confines of its original hardware requirements. You can fake it, but it doesn't always mean you're gonna make it. You can't completely replicate the past, you can only reference it. Super Metroid is a game that could only come from its time. Design-wise, Super Metroid gets right what Metroid got wrong, which isn't fair to say because Metroid never truly had a shot to get it right. But to grant Super Metroid the title of the best might not be fair. While it may technically be the third title of the franchise, it's in all actuality the very first true Metroid game, and would set the standard in a variety of ways for all Metroid and Metroidvania games that followed it, but also would be outclassed level by level, even by its own sequels. The main inspiration for Metroid on the NES was a movie, so naturally the SNES entry, Sakamoto wanted to create something more cinematic. Super Metroid is filled with large cinematic moments that complement the interactivity of a video game. The HUD is even designed in a way that makes the viewable play area more rectangular for a widescreen feel. Sakamoto wanted to tell a cinematic story within the confines of interesting and compelling gameplay. Video games on consoles at this time were beginning to focus more on narrative design. Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger all featured more developed narratives. A fleshed out story was becoming the norm. Even the Home Improvement game opened up with a long-winded prologue to set the stage. Pun intended. Where Super Metroid differs from Squaresoft and Enix's RPGs from the time is one, it's not an RPG, in the literal sense at least, and two, there's no dialogue except for the opening prologue. Super Metroid does what most movies should do. Show, don't tell. Most of Super Metroid's story is told through its environments. When you first get to the space station prologue, the baby Metroid from the opening is gone, and the scientists are dead. Ridley appears, you fight a losing battle, and he takes the Metroid with him to Zebes. A quick aside here, is it Zebes or Zebes? I grew up pronouncing it as Zebes, so it sounds weird to me to say Zebes.
I say Zebes.
We didn't have the internet at the time to correct us, or voice acting to pronounce everything for us, so I'm just gonna alternate between the two pronunciations to make everyone mad. When you arrive on Zebes and you first descend into Brinstar, there are no enemies. Everything is eerily quiet. You venture through the destroyed remains of Old Turian that blew up at the end of the first Metroid, a nice wink and nod to the fans who played the original. Here it becomes very obvious that you are being watched. Reascending to Criteria and going back up through Old Turian, the space pirates are now out in force to take you down. They have been alerted to your presence. These opening moments show you that your first mission to Zebes was not a success you thought it was.
Zebes.
The pirates have rebuilt. They are up to no good, and they have the baby Metroid. You must now find their new base of operations on Zebes and put an end to their plans. All of this is told through the art direction and game design. Super Metroid shows, it doesn't tell, and it does it really, really well. Hey, that rhymed! How fun. In Meridia, you get worried when you see the space pirates are kind of successful in recreating Metroids. You're heartbroken when you defeat Ridley and find the baby Metroid isn't there. And you are relieved when you find the baby Metroid in New Turian and it recognizes you right before killing you. Then heartbroken again when it sacrifices itself to save your life, enabling you to defeat Mother Brain's reincarnated mechanical form. Super Metroid did story beats and had excellent world building. You get to know Zebes, the pirates, and even some hints about the Chozo. Or is it Kozo? I always pronounced it with a K, like chasm. I don't know why, it's just what my brain did. Maybe because it's followed by a vowel, I don't know, but choose is also followed by a vowel. I don't know, I don't say coos. I don't.
Chow.
Words in English are hard, I don't know.
It is.
Here's the thing. I think other Metroid games actually do the storytelling better. Specifically, Zero Mission. Metroid Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advance does a better job at its storytelling. The same amount of dialogue, if not less. And while it does add cutscenes per se, they are minimal while still telling a whole complete and interesting story. We get more about the space pirates and what they're doing on Zebes. We learn more about Samus, her origins, and what the Chozo expect from her. We even get some clues as to the origin of her super suit when she loses it and has to earn it back.
Where's my super suit? What? Where is my super suit?
I gotta watch that movie someday again. That's incredible.
Super Metroid isn't the best Metroid to tell an engaging story. It's simply the first.
It was released like 20 years ago. Okay, we gotta end it here. Samuel L. Jackson. Wait, that was Samuel L. Jackson? I never realized that. The more you know, I guess. Well, he did sound like him, obviously. I didn't watch it in English that much, so I couldn't recognize him. And at the time, when I was so young, I had no idea about him and what he's done. Alright, let's do runs again. I put you in a cliffhanger moment. Aha. So let's see if we get a new run going. Dude, find the spot. I got it already. Oops. Not the best kind of start, but it's okay. We'll keep it going. Am I too low? Not exactly. So that's how you keep everything on a speedrun? Yep. We do item loss skip. Where's the spot? How can I not find that, like, ever? There you go. That was too far down. Too far up. Or too far down, I mean. Oh my god. No, really? Okay, what am I doing wrong this time? Hmm. Try to flick the joystick to the left, but I just can't seem to get it. Am I too fast with that? Hmm. Come on, dude. Don't know what I did differently. Only a minute and a half behind. Not a big deal. I gotta test out that one thing in early Elusia later, just to be sure I know what I'm doing. I didn't get this boost, dude. What the? That spot must be so buggy, I don't know. I didn't make it. Please hit that. Thank you. This run might die to Quadraxis anyway, so it's like whatever how much behind I am. But I shouldn't be that negative. Any run is good practice for me. What direction was that? Hello? That was bad. That was strange, how I went up right and not right. What was that? Did it make it? No, obviously not. Okay, gotta do some collectible quickly. Collect a couple missile at least. An E-tank. What was that angle? Hello? How was that so off? I went too far to the right, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. How was that so off? Well, that sucks ass. Please get up there. think I'm getting really comfortable with this, but I won't start skipping port E tank. I wanna be sure I can get that. Am I winning? Not really. I think an extra height is enough, not two. Okay, I'm actually good enough at this that I'm comfortable at it. So I will still start do a safety safe. Just so if I fuck up one thing, I can save the run by reloading the safe. Oh, Taros. I'm enjoying these runs. Really fun. Challenging but fun. And hey Taros. Been a while indeed. Tried the out of world stick tricks once and quickly realized you don't have a patience for them. Yeah, they're not easy to perform either. I can't shoot. There we go. Why am I stuck that like that then? Okay. What? Why am I stuck? Getting stuck. Am I like Oh, I might have been way below that. That I might explain it. Oh, I'm fucked. Am I? I'm not fucked. Hehe. Saved. Okay, that was so weird. This should be enough height. Yeah, it is. Can rest bits hack you when you're out of world? Yes. Should be able to. I wouldn't want to know what happens with that because I'm limited with my movement there. Oops. Have to wait a little bit more. I think... no, I don't have to. I don't have that many ammo. Okay, I should be getting those ammo after the cutscene. Yep. That was a really good split, hey? Gold split! Gold Chozo split. Indeed. Sorry I haven't talked much, I'm just kind of focusing on a run and I don't have like anything to say. When those doors take a second to open, is that just the game not opening it until the zone behind it is loaded? Yeah, so the rooms don't load instantly. It takes a while for some of the rooms to begin loading. And the closer and the faster you get to the door, the more faster it will start loading the door. The room. So yeah, it's loading the room. That's why it takes a while to load. Or open the door, I mean. Were you able to get this Nintendo Switch pre-order? I think I have it from this one Finnish site. Pretty sure I have it because I haven't got an email that it's been cancelled or anything. Mine was 600 euros with Mario Kart World. So yeah, it does hurt, but at the same time I was thinking, fuck it, man, I'm gonna get this because a lot of people will get it anyway. Might as well secure my own. How I viewed the screw attack, I don't know. I just felt like, I guess this is how I imagine screw attack will be. It's not just a single jump use, it will have a multiple jumps that you can use consecutively. So you basically get a space jump on top of it. Pseudo space jump because you don't have infinite jumps, you have 5 extra, I think it was. Yeah, it's a mix of space jump and a screw attack. I do like it how they implemented it for this game. Ooh, gold again! Let's go. A new one too. I didn't become like a fan of Metroid until like Prime 3, I guess. I don't even know. I did play this game a lot. Play these games a lot as a kid, Prime 1 and 2. But I don't know what would I call myself like a hardcore Metroid fan at that time. But now I am. With Metroid Dread being out, I've played Samus Returns. I've played a lot of Metroid games there. So it wasn't like from the very beginning when Metroid games came out that I was fan because it took a while for me to start playing these. I've never beaten worst Metroid game, for example. I've played it, but I've not beaten it. I don't think I made it to Cried. I might have made it to Cried, but I never made it to Ridley. Nobody has actually beat the Metroid one. Yeah, it's a game. Never beaten the first 2 games. No reason for you when there's a remakes. Yeah, I agree. Remakes are the one reason why I'm not playing them anymore. Yeah, Sephason, you're really piassed over that game. Yeah, I ran from Alpha Block. Oh no. Alright, this time don't go to that extra fight. It's unnecessary, hey. Okay, now I know where I have to go. Or I remember where I have to go, I mean. Stupid ass mechanic of this game is that. Oh my god. It doesn't want to screw attack if you've touched the wall in a really weird way or jumped in a really weird way. I don't know, but there are some rules to it when you can get it. Alright, cool, man. Cool. Get up there. Dude, what the fuck, man? Yep, I started another one. Yeah, you can get light suit in like 40 minutes. That's because we did Quadraxis skip and we got the Sanctuary Temple light back. That's the trigger for getting the light suit. I need some ammo. That's not good. So basically does it. So this speedrun basically does things in reverse, kinda out of order, more or so. More out of order than anything. But did you skip the second phase? I have glitch called Cannonball that I got earlier in a run. And it lets me to pretty much one cycle any boss. Well, not any boss, but mostly any enemies. And that boss included just happens to be possible to one cycle with that glitch. I got it while going through out of bounds. Another game thinks I'm in a cannon. That's why I'm able to one cycle bosses. And enemies can be killed the first try. Screw attacking into the black hole. Let's go. This run actually does have a chance to beat my time. That's crazy. So did I learn anything from that practice earlier? Well, we're about to find out soon. I got some missiles and a power bomb from that. Pretty nice. I want one more power bomb because we won't be needing power bombs anymore until final boss fight. Didn't get anything from that. Okay, I got missiles but not a power bomb. That's okay. We can go with 2 as well. Alright, the moment of truth. Got a bounce coming up. yes. Looking good, hey. And we just learned that, chat. We just learned that, like, before starting this run. But that was really awesome to pull off. Just a cleanup left. In temple grounds. Chat, there is a chance I can beat my time with this run. Just saying. Just saying. It will be great though. Because my early game was really bad in this run, up to mid game. And it kept being bad for a long time. Yeah, the urn. The urn. I think it's faster to shoot those drawers than lay a bomb on them. By the way, if you check the pinned message, there's a new YouTube video on my channel. Hopefully it's something you would enjoy. It's a speedrunner versus hunters for Super Mario Sunshine. People seem to enjoy it in comments. I need to do more of them if I can. Nice. Did I pre-order my Switch 2 today? I've already like poked it or pre-ordered from one of the Finnish sites. It was like earlier this month. I assume it was pre-ordered. I'll have to check it out. It was the cheapest I could find in Finland. 600 euros. Yeah, I know it's yikes, but take it or leave it, honestly. Feels like... I think that should be fast enough just to get one instead of thinking about the price. But it's expensive, I agree. That is expensive. I know, and I can't do much about it when that's what it is in Finland. What did I hit there? What? Is that an invisible wall? Some weird collision was there. Oh my god. How close is my best time on the whole record? 20 minutes. I'm not going for full record. I wouldn't care less. I would care less about those. Okay, good split. Hey, should be a new call. And it is. Okay, if the final split goes well, I should be getting a new time. What's my rank on leaderboard? I have no idea. Probably like 25, 30. I got 0 ideas what it is. Need to go to speedrun.com and Metroid Prime 2 speedruns leaderboard to see what it is. my god. The moment of truth, if I get this or not. I got it! I got it! Let's go! I beat my time! Dark Samus 4 skip! 123.42! Just like that. That just came out of nowhere, I must say. This must be a new minute barrier broken for me. 1 hour, 7 minutes. I'll be surprised if it's 1 hour, 6 minutes. It can't be. I don't believe it is. We'll have to wait through the credits and see what it is. I'm 17th in a leaderboards right now. So many cold splits. Yep. And the run didn't start too well. I was 3.5 minutes behind in Leaf Sanctuary. Then I started saving time back here and there. 10 seconds gold in Super Missile. 17 seconds gold in Light Suit. 2 seconds in Aegon Keys. 12 seconds in Sanctuary Sky Temple. And 2 seconds in Dark Samus. Whoa, let's go, hey. Dude, this came out of nowhere. I was like thinking, yeah, I guess I'll finish the run for practice. See if I get a new time. Here it is. The improvement is showing, everyone. Woohoo! So good. I'm getting consistent at this run too. I don't think it's gonna take me too much effort to get sub 6 hours then for doing 3 Prime games back to back. Alright, you wanna be in a tweet? You need to say something, chat, cool. Just right after this cutscene is over. I'll take a picture soon, chat. I'll take that. thing. No, YouTube chat, you can't be seen in a tweets, sorry. This must be 1 hour, 7 minutes. I'll be surprised if it's not. There's just no way it's not. I'll be shocked if it's 1 hour, 8 minutes still. I did spend quite a lot of time in Leaf Sanctuary split, I must say. Thanks for the GG's, y'all. What do you think, chat? What minute barrier will break? 1 hour, 7 minutes? Or 1 hour, 6 minutes? I think it's 1 hour, 7 minutes. It must be. It must be. The improvement is showing. I'm gonna like it for the trilogy run. 3 Prime games back to back. I should be able to get under 6 hours. But let's start with sub 7 hours first on Sunday. Thanks for the GG's. We're just waiting on a credits roll. Ivada 07. Alright, the moment of truth is coming after this. A little bit more. Okay, what is it? Dude, it's still 1 hour 8. Oh, that's disgusting. So dumb, dude. I didn't beat my time. I just got a RTA time faster. Well, that sucks. It was on a new personal best in-game time. But it's getting there, though. It's getting there. I was so sure it would be like 1 hour 7 minutes, but nope. Seems like it's a lot more tight in this game then. But hey, new splits to run against. Let's go. Alright, I did still post the splits on Twitter. But I will stop it here, everyone. Tomorrow will be Prime 3 speedrun. And it's twice longer than Prime 2 or Prime 1 speedruns. So be prepared for it. I'll start it at 5 PM CET, I think it was. 5 PM CET / 11 AM EST tomorrow. And after Corruption speedrun, I'll play Super Mario Odyssey Hide and Seek with other awesome streamers and speedrunners. Alright. Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Didn't beat my time for real, but new splits to run against at least. Next time, though. Next time we'll get this. And I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, who do I rate you to? I'll send you to Wilco. Go tell him good luck and such. And I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Hope you're excited for Prime 3. Bye-bye.